patrol. Do you copy? Over.
This is Warden Wilson Mutua. Over.
Jamba Wilson, we're entering the reserve at the Little Aturi Forest. Over.
I'm Jambu, Simbawan. Keep your eyes open and drive carefully. You should see lots of animals.
Roger that, Wilson. Now over on the left, you're going to see some beautiful orange-looking animals called bongos. They're known as the ghosts of the forest because they're so rarely seen. Their horns are slanted backwards a little bit, which enables them to run swiftly through the trees without getting tangled. Behind the bongos is a mom and baby greater kudu, those creamy-colored animals. They are the second largest antelopes in Africa. An adult male can weigh up to 750 pounds. Can you see that baby laying down up there? Now, watering holes like this one on the left are excellent gathering places for animals. It's also one of our greatest chances to see a very rare black rhino. Now, black rhinos have a 1-inch thick hide, which helps them to repel most predators. But unfortunately, man is their greatest predator. And because of man, there are only about 4,200 black rhinos left in all of Africa.
Look at that! Look, it's swimming.
You see anything? Oh, I see the back end of a rhino, straight back. See him? In Swahili, we call them kifaru. Fully grown, an adult male can weigh about 3,000 pounds and charge up to 35 miles an hour. Well, as you can see here in the forest, an animal's colorings and natural markings help them to blend in very well. Now, that's great when it comes to hiding from a predator, but it means that we've got to keep a sharp eye out so we don't miss anything. You guys see anything else? Alright, why don't we start heading towards the Safi River? Hopefully there we can spot some kiboko, some Nile hippos. Now, hippos are one of the largest animals in Africa. An adult male can tip the scales at about 5,000 pounds. You're going to want to keep your eyes on the water. Hippos spend the majority of their time underwater, simply to prevent overheating. Now, a lot of people think hippos swim through the river, but they're actually walking along the river bottom. Due to this, they can stay submerged for up to 8 minutes. Oh, there's a hippo up out of the water. It's pretty rare to see during the daytime. All of those little holes along the far bank are bee-eater nests. Bee-eaters are African birds that will excavate their nests right in the side of bluffs and cliffs like that. Really awesome hippo view over there on the right. More hippos over on the left. Up in the nest are some light-breasted cormorants. They're excellent swimmers, but they lack the waterproofing oils on their feathers, so they stand with their wings spread out for the sun to dry them. You'll also notice a pretty large colony of pink-backed pelicans. Those birds work together to herd fish in shallow water so they can easily feed on them. Can you see the hippo down there in the water? Now, hippos are nocturnal animals, which means they're going to spend the majority of their days sleeping, and they're going to be a little bit more active at night, eating up to 150 pounds of vegetation in a single night. As we cross this rickety old bridge, look down to the left, and you're sure to spot some mambas, some Nile crocodiles. Now, crocs are much larger and much more aggressive than the American alligator, and they have a closing power in their jaw of about 1,200 pounds per square inch, so they can pretty easily crush the bones of their prey. You may notice some of them have their mouths open. That's because they're regulating their own body temperature by releasing excess heat. Fully grown, an adult male crocodile can be up to 20 feet long.
Simba 1, come in.
This is Simba 1. Go ahead, Warden Wilson.
Just wanted to let you know that my ground patrol has seen a lot of elephant activities in the range lately. You definitely want to check out that area.
Hey, thanks for the tip, Wilson. We'll make our way over there. Now, we're leaving the forest and entering the savanna, where there's a completely different ecosystem filled with lots of different animals. And speaking of different, this upside-down looking tree on the right is an ancient baobab tree. They're able to survive long periods of drought by conserving water in their trunks and only producing leaves about 3 months out of the year. And here's my favorite view in the entire reserve. Now, the Serengeti grasslands stretch out more than 100 miles across East Africa. It's a superhighway for millions of migrating animals and home to some of the more famous animals like lions, elephants, and giraffes. But it's all part of the wild Africa that we're trying so hard to save.
I'm just hanging on.
Now, the look of the savannah is very much created by the animals that live here. Elephants act as bulldozers, knocking down trees to eat the tender leaves at the very top. Giraffes are pruning shears, eating underside of trees, which allows in more light, also allows the grasses to grow. Zebra and large antelope will mow down the grasses, and then little nibblers like the Thompson's gazelle and the warthog will trim up the edges. So in a well-balanced and natural system, there really is plenty of food for every animal. Over on the left, you can see some beautiful sable antelopes as brown animals. Sables are the emblem for the reserve, and their horns can grow to be up to 5 feet long. Now, very dark or black sables are generally males, and the lighter reddish-brown ones are more typically females. During dominance displays, 2 male sables will get down on their knees and spar with their horns.